We've seen tonight transportation's a mess, power's out, but the real tragedy from Sandy is the number of people who have died, and that number grows, it seems, by the hour. Right now it stands at least 64 people in the tri-state. Here's how it breaks down: 14 in New Jersey, 3 in Connecticut. New York has the most, with 47 killed, 38 of those in New York City. By borough, 3 in Manhattan, 7 in Brooklyn, 9 in Queens, and the worst hit borough, 19 on Staten Island. 4 more bodies found today, including those 2 little boys, 2 brothers, missing since Monday. Eyewitness News reporter Stacey Sager is on Staten Island in the Midland Beach section with that story. Stacey.
Well, I got to tell you, the grim recovery of children's bodies, it really puts all of this in perspective. We do want to show you what a typical street here in Midland Beach looks like. Traffic is passing through, but there's debris everywhere. There's trees down, the power's out. And I have to tell you, a lot of these people just aren't worried about their evening commute. They're just feeling lucky to be alive. Your crawl space is 4.5 feet, so
yeah.
You're hunched down like this?
Yeah, we were like this, and then we laid down and slept, you know.
For 3 days?
For 3 days, yeah.
Hunched over in the tiny crawl space of his attic here in South Beach with his wife, 2 dogs, 3 cats, and a bird. And Ed Manzi tells us there were plenty of times he thought he wouldn't survive Hurricane Sandy.
The roof sounded like it was going to fall off. I mean, it was shaking, the house was shaking, things were hitting the roof, and we were just kind of like laying there waiting for the roof to kind of fly off.
And there are so many other stories here in Staten Island, most of them heartbreaking. We were with Joe Sabanco and his stepson here in Midland Beach as they returned home today. They had just renovated this house that their family has lived in for years.
We lost everything. I mean, when you fix things, you do the best you can, you know? You try hard. You go to work every day, you do the best you can.
My grandmother was in this house about 60 years ago, in this house, when the last storm hit. I found this on the floor. I can't believe that.
And still, they feel lucky because just about everyone here in Staten Island has heard that half of the 38 city residents who died in the storm, well, they died in this borough, including 2 young boys, ages 2 and 4, found today in a marsh here in South Beach, where the storm surge ripped them from their mother. Puts it in perspective for Joe.
It's only a house. That's all it is, miss. It's just a house.
And so, as NYPD helicopters flew overhead, FEMA assessed the damage. But how do you measure their sense of desperation?
When is the government coming? We're going to die. We're going to freeze. We got 90-year-old people.
Their plea for help,
That's okay.
And soon.
I'll go last. I don't mind. But help everyone.
Now, the Red Cross was out in Staten Island today in a couple of different locations giving out food. They'll be back out here tomorrow. As for power outages, this borough has the highest percentage of its residents still without power, 39% of them still without power. And Con Edison not sure they can have it all restored before November 11th. We're live in Midland Beach. I'm Stacey Sager, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.